No, the funny part is now I'm not dead. I'm gonna try shotting. And it might be a real stupid idea. Howdy, everyone. How's it going today? Welcome in. Howdy, August. Howdy, Sylvan. How are y'all? Hopefully everyone's having a lovely Thursday. We're back with more PainsCreek. And since I feel like we're getting towards the end, we have to be getting towards the end, right? I figured I'd dress the part of detective today. This was a last-minute choice, and it is 9 million degrees. It's been quite a good Thursday. Good to hear. Love it. A fancy hat, yes. What's the mark? It's the mark of a detective, a hat. That's it. But I'm excited to be here. I hope you're all excited to be here. And I'm pouring my pop, my little lemon, fancy lemon soda into a cup. I did it too quickly. There's foam. There we go. As always, you can find me in any one of these places up here, or the easily clickable links right there in the chat or down in the description below if you're watching in the future on the YouTube. Going to the Celtics parade in a few hours. I'm so excited about that. Hell yeah. I didn't realize the Celtics were having a parade. I assume they won something. Hell yeah. Have fun. How are you today? How's your Thursday treating you? It is San Pellegrino Lemonata. It's a lemon soda. They won the NBA Finals. Got ya. They're a basketball team. I'm a nerd. I'm a massive nerd. Sports ain't my thing. I know a little bit about football because I played football, but I am not a sports guy. But always happy for other people to have things they enjoy, so good on you. I really like it, although it did kind of surprise me. The mug. This is really just me recycling all the LA Noire stuff. It did kind of surprise me because it only has 16% juice in it, and it still has 26 grams of sugar. So it's still like a lot of sugar and not a lot of lemon. But it's good. It tastes lemony. They are hella expensive though. They're my luxury item every month. Because I only drink them on stream. And I only enjoy them for this. They're my little thing. Because, I can't be bothered to make a cocktail every week. Let alone two. But, what shall we go ahead and get into it? I did, before we do, I did update a lot of my notebook with more stuff. Including, I wrote a little list of what I believe the killer, is, or how the stuff we know about the killer. A list of to-dos, which is in this ink, so it's near impossible to read. Which, I'm going to rant about this ink for a second. So, they had an Earth Day sale, which was buy one, get one. So it's cool. I don't have any green inks. So I bought this one, which is this ink, which looks so incredibly light. Any amount of shadow, you cannot read it. It's called Frivolous Lime. So your You're very much on there for lime. But it's in the most frustrating bottle, because it is round with the smallest little bottom, and I have to have it balanced and stick a pen in here to fill it. I also bought the one I got for free is this little guy. This is like a forest green, but it has shimmer in it. This cap is literally so small I can't get a wow, that is still very full. Legit potion bottles. They do look like potion bottles, but it's one of my big complaints of like form over function, because the pen that I put this ink in, that I like this ink in because it matches, has a number 6 nib. It's too big to fit in this fucking little ass hole, but it's also got a little tiny butthole. So like trying to balance it, I literally have to pour it into, well, all about form over function, except for all my other ones work fairly well. Yes, little tiny butthole. Good use of it. I should have seen that coming. Like most of my pens, so I can use a syringe because they're cartridge converters. I can, I can syringe ink into them. Be a nightmare if those tipped over. That's what I'm saying. Like the littlest, ittiest, bittiest little bit of like, oh, this is what it balances on while you try to fucking get a pen in here. It's like, these are a fucking, like, these are a disaster waiting to happen. And this is 85 milliliters of lime green. Like, it's a lot of lime green. They also came with a little sack. So I have 2 balls in a sack. That one, I'm going to hit the button, save your points. But to be fair, like, the ink, like my favorite ink, the Iroshizuku's by Pilot, those come in a very functional bottle. Like, this has a nice big wide mouth, a little divot at the bottom so that like I can get the pen all the way in there to like get up all of it. Like, it's hand blown, has a little sash. Like, this is such a better design. It's also only 50 milliliters, so looks like a cologne bottle. They do. A lot of them do. Like these, though, aren't nearly as frustrating to, like, fill with. I don't feel like I'm going to knock it over if I move or breathe. Whereas, like, there's so many bottles of ink. Like, this, valid. Plastic, but, like, real easy to fill from. Even smaller. These, real easy to fill from. By the way, all of my ink is just like right here in easily grabbable range. So, just to get a bit mad over it. Let me grab the TAM pen so the TAM pen is ready, in case I have to do more writing. But anywho, now that I've done holler about ink, by the way, great repurposing for my little film canisters. Episode SpongeBob where Squidward is laughing and he starts choking on a fork. No. I generationally am just the, like, cutoff point for when I stopped watching, like, most cartoons was right around when SpongeBob got popular. Like, I missed out on the SpongeBob hype. Alright, let's continue. Which, by the way, I thought I fucked up Tuesday because I hit quit instead of save and quit, and I was worried I didn't save my progress. Alright, first thing I have on my to-do list is going to the mansion and unlocking Charles' wall safe. So let's... SpongeBob is very different now. Possibly. A lot of people, like, evangelize SpongeBob to me. I always had the problem with SpongeBob... in the limited bit of it I did watch, has a real problem with, oh, it's funny because it's loud. Like, it's not particularly good, it's just funny because it's loud. And from what I've been told, there's a lot of more subtle humor in SpongeBob that, like, I probably just missed. But, like, I feel like my run speed out here is way slower. Like, I feel like my run speed when I get to the mansion is far slower. I don't like it. Think I'll go fork realistically. I'm dead in 2 seconds. Heimlich. Loud, so funny, Zoomers. Sylvan, you're not wrong. Alright, it was his birthday, which is... Nope, not 5. Clear. 06 01 19. Okay. 06 01 75. Okay, it did not like that format. So let's try 611975. Okay, weird way to write that, but sure. So, do y'all put zeros when you write dates like that? I chronically write zeros. Catch you off guard with the air horn slightly. So, I often will get jump scared by the sound effects. And to give... What the fuck is that? To give y'all a little... I guess weapon against me. For some stupid reason, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Wait till I'm really into something and then hit a sound effect. I guarantee you it'll jump scare me. And for something I'm considering, that knowledge will be important. I cannot believe that Scott killed my wife.
Stop being a bitch and come on.
It's being spawned all over... Spawned? It's being spewed all over the media. How? Why? He loves Trisha, and I treated him like my own son. It doesn't make any sense. I visited Scott today. I asked him why he would kill Vivian. He did not answer, but simply looked down at the floor. I wanted an answer so desperately that I nearly rattled his... Rattled his neck? Who the fuck says rattled his neck? Does he even feel any guilt or remorse for what he's done? How can he not say anything? I visited Scott again today, knowing that he will be released soon. There just wasn't enough evidence to pin him. He looked thinner than before, but I didn't care. I wanted to know why he killed Vivian. When I asked, he stared at me. I was so angry that I yelled at him. I was about to leave when out of nowhere he said, I pity the ignorant. What the hell does that mean? I got drunk last night at the inn. Scott is now a free man. I think I babbled about how much I despise Scott and what I would do to have someone get rid of him. Did I really say that? How did I get home anyways? Oh, right. Bernard was with me. He drove me home. I'm going to go ahead and say my initial reaction of trying to pin something on Bernard at the very beginning of the very first stream of this, paying off in dividends, because I think Bernard killed Scott. I don't think he killed Vivian. I don't think he killed Andrew or Dr. Johnson. But I think he killed Scott. First National Bank routing number, account number, email password. Love this hoe. Okay. Study room desk hint. Oh, shit, that's actually important. King/knight, queen, bishop. Chess pieces. Okay, that explains what the fuck the chess pieces are for that we've been seeing all over. So, I've been trying to do this game as blind as I can. But I might actually have to look up what the chess pieces look like, because I don't play chess and I don't know. Okay. Okay, those are all... I don't have to write that down, but the chess pieces hint is good. Content recorded. Alright. Pick up the chess piece. Okay. We are now at the point where I am going to switch computers, grab a Firefox window, drag it over yonder, and chess pieces names. You'd think with the amount of Resident Evil 2 I've played, where this is a legitimate puzzle in the fucking game, I would know this. Alright, so this is a king. Resume. King equals 4. King equals 4. Elvis equals 4. Alright. King 4. And then we had the Queen. Is 1. No, actually, I have to look at the other pieces because I don't actually know if that is accurate. Alright, the one with the... That's a rook. Rook is 7. The fuck piece is this? A bishop? Bishop. Don't care how it's spelled. Is a 1. Okay, we're missing 2 that I found previously. Okay, but I do have a note written under it, servant 2nd floor, so let's go check there. After we read this. Codicil? To last will and testament, Randall Lewis. I, Charles Roberts, of 1 Maple Drive, PainsCreek, NL, 28115, address, being of sound mind, declare this codicil to my last will and testament. Will. Dated July 1st, 1975, effective as of today, June 21st, 1975. Item 1. Article 6B of my will shall be modified to read, should a boy be born in the Roberts family, that is of a direct lineage to Charles Robert, if he is the eldest son and no others contest, he shall inherit all of the family's fortune upon Charles Robert's passing. The sole condition to this is that son must be at least 25 years of age. Item 2. Article 6A of my will shall be stricken in its entirety. The firstborn child of the Roberts family shall inherit 50% of all the family's fortune should Charles Roberts pass away. Item 3. Article 11 shall be added to my will and shall read, Vincent Roberts, born of Charles Roberts and Sophia Miller on July 1st, 1975 in PainsCreek, NL, shall be officially acknowledged as a family member of the Roberts family effective July 1st, 1975. So like a month after his birth? That's weird. But okay. You do you, buddy. But he did pretty much just strike everybody out of the will except for Scott / Vincent. Servant's 2nd floor should be up here this way. That's the security room. This room? This is Dorothy's room, which I don't think it was in. Can I open this? I cannot. Seems like that trunk should be openable as all game. Nope, that leads to the attic. This dark ass hallway. I have a hammer. Just break the fucking thing down at this point. We have to return and change the server sometimes. Okay, this looks like some sort of child's room. Where children are afoot. This is a veranda of some variety. This is the tea room. Alright, I have the numbers for the chess pieces. I know of all of them because, or I don't know exactly which pieces they were because, you know. I thought that was a blood smear. I was about to be like, murder. Again. A lot of murder in this town. Although I do feel like this is mostly a parable of keep your dick in your pants. Here's where I frustratingly found the map. And if I remember correctly... Okay, cool, there are chess pieces in here. Alright, the horsey I know is the knight. And the knight has 5. Knight equals 5. And the pawn, which I also know this one, is 2. Alright. Now through deduction, we have 4, we have 7. Welcome in, Jagbu. How are you today? We have 1. We have 2. Wait, 1? We are missing the... Are we missing the queen? Have we not found the queen? What's the queen look like? So glad you dressed up. I figured this is a good time to bring back the detective outfit. Alright, we got 1 for the bishop, 5 for the knight, 2 for the pawn, 7 for the rook, and 4 for the king. So where is the queen? Don't have the queen. And we need the queen. Alright. So we're going to go out back to the shed. Howdy, Liv. How are you today? We're going back out to the shed to double check those pieces. Make sure one of them isn't the queen. Which I literally just have a picture of fucking chess pieces on my screen. Like, let me... Good today. How are you? I'm doing fine and dandy. It was unreasonably hot today. It was unreasonably hot. Like, I'll post it in the Discord once the stream is done. But like, I literally just have a photo of chess pieces hanging out on the screen right now. God, no, not you. Just calm down. Calm down, computer. Alright. These pieces are... This is a queen. Right? Like... This is a queen, not a bishop, right? And that is a rook. Rook has 7. Okay. I'm going to assume this is supposed to be a queen. not a bishop. All right. Let's go try to open up a desk. There's a part of me that really thinks that if you leave puzzles to how to get into things, you deserve to have your shit broken into. Like, it's one of those type of things. All right. And we have an indicator as to what order they go in. So the order is King, or K, Q, B, and K. So now, all right, we're going to try 4, 1, son of a bitch, I do need a bishop. Also, I'm second guessing myself that this may be 1. No. No, okay. I'm not gonna try to brute force it. Where the fuck is the queen? Where? Nope, that's flashlight. Where's my journal? Wouldn't be in my journal, would it? I don't have a photo of it, do I? Why was I not smart to take a photo of it? I swear we found it. I'm bamboozled by blaming the fact that I was delirious. To be fair, I have no idea how to play chess. Like I said, I knew the pawn and I knew the horsey. That's it. Like, I don't know any other chess pieces really. Like, which once again, you would think I know them because I have played enough Resident Evil to, you know, like, memorize the game in weird intimate detail. But I do not know the chess pieces. Like, alright. What's our next? I can't think of where the queen was, so we're gonna move on to our next thing, which is, yeah, unlocking Charles' desk was the next thing on my list. By the way, once again, because I know Zagbu and Liv weren't here when I did it, I have a list of, like, things we're trying to do today. So we already unlocked the safe. And we found out Charles removed everybody from his will except for Scott. So up next, I have written down find the time capsule, which we had a thing saying where the time capsule was. I want to say the graveyard, but I don't remember. Who was it? It was Derek? Yeah, I had that nightmare last night. I can't remember what it was this time, but it was so unnerving. She's got all the time since she started working at the mansion. He's always with Trisha. Trisha talked to me today. Scott was a little busy. Why? Okay, that isn't it. Alright. The hospital had children's things. Sister Professor. Daniel. You've been my son. It's been a while. Okay. Record of alibi. Scott's letter to Trisha. Sylvan? Where did you... Sylvia? Is it in my photos? I did take a photo of it. Good. Dear Nicole, I was so glad... Oh, never mind, carry on. Yeah, Sheldon used to be yellow, didn't he? Glad I got your letter. I'm sorry, too. Thank you for letting me choose where to bury our time capsule. Behind the hunting cabin cemetery. Once again, it is unnerving that this is covered in blood. I also now know where I got the idea for cemetery. He was green, dark green. Yeah, now it's like a bluish. Now he's moth's color. That's true. He is now moth's color. Pass your letter to my mom. Okay, we're going to check the cemetery. Because we do have the item, I think, that we need to get the time capsule. The shovel. Nice turquoise and tried to find it but couldn't. Ah. I love a good turquoise. Must have been a hacker. Elite hacker. I do. I love a good turquoise. God. That's something I've not seen in a long time. Alright. So we have possible ideas for where it could be. The cemetery, which... Right there with you, Sylvan. The cemetery, the playground, and behind the hunting cabin are where that list. So we're going to go check those. We also need to find a list of Father Matthew's favorite places to find the other half of the gift for Sophia. We know her favorite places because she loves the post office for some dumb reason. Places sound terrifying in a murder game. To be fair, the game has not jump scared me other than that one time in the hospital, which is problematic in and of itself. Timothy Sanders, Andrew Reed, Christopher Burke, Raymond Brown, Gary Roberts, Magdalene Roberts, Henry... Okay, never mind. I thought, yeah, Wanda Tyler. Do you mind? Trisha Roberts, Sarah Goldberg, Vivian Roberts, Ian Goldberg, Susie Whitman, Jonathan Hopkins, Pamela Fields. I'm just refreshing my who's here. Scott Brooks. Oh. I guess I should have known Scott was dead. I don't know why it was a surprise. Cameron Burnett, Philip Young, Jesse Elliott. This tree sound is obscene. Alright. I doubt it's going to be like in the middle of nowhere, so I'm going to assume that it's next to something. Because it being just like a random pile right here seems like a dumb idea. What are you? No? Okay. Anything around you? No? Okay. Got the rock. Anything around the rock? Dwayne the Rock Johnson. No. Okay. Sophia's grave? No? Okay. Oh, shit. I just realized something. Does anybody else see what's wrong here? Because this is a good one. It's subtle. Does anybody else notice what's wrong with what's on screen right now? No, we know why Sophia doesn't have a regular gravestone. Because she was thrown in the well after Vivian and Andrew and Dr. Johnson killed her. And then Scott found her in the well and buried her here. Like, that we know. But there's something wrong with this. There's something clearly wrong with this. Any guesses before I blurt it out in my excitement? Because it's good. It's real good. The wood is wrong. No. Zagbu's right, though. The flowers. This town is deserted and has been for a couple years. The rest of the cemetery is unkempt. Those are fresh flowers. Those flowers are in bloom. Like nothing else in the cemetery is taken care of. The grass is overgrown. The trees scream. No, not the ghost. The killer. That wood is wrong, I tell you. I think it's just, textures. I think it's just textures. Be honest. In a vase? In a vase? No, but that's, no, it's deep lore. So, I think that that's a good indication that she's important. The killer's motive. Once again, I think the killer's motive is Sophia. Like, I think Sophia's death is the motive for the killings. And that also means the killer's still here. He turned the power off on us in the hospital. Flowers and the wood. He turned the power off at the hospital on us. It's 2x2, should be 2x3. It should be 1/4 inch. Let's be real. But that means that he's still here, which means he's still alive, which means it definitely isn't Scott. And that leaves my other two guesses, which is Bernard. Or that leaves only so many characters. Why hasn't the killer killed us yet? That's actually a really good question. I feel like if I was going to murder somebody for investigating my murders, it would definitely be like before they found too much. You know? Like, I would definitely, like, kind of put the kibosh on that real quick. I also don't know where that door comes from. So in this cabin, there's not a door that goes to here. Like, there's no door. Or never mind. Okay, there is a door. I thought that was a window. That's my bad. I apologize. Especially since, like, there's a wealth of just unattended rifles in this town. They could take us out from a distance. Alright. So, finding the time capsule was a bust. Homeboy could fight us and we'd have to jump him. Exactly. I don't trust you. Is there anything in here? Because I haven't seen another birdhouse in this whole fucking town. A birdhouse or a bush. Yeah. So, like, to be fair, I do legitimately think bird with a knife pops out. Well, bird with an axe. Vivian was killed with an axe. And we still don't know how, the PI, he's missing. We don't know if he's dead or not. I assume he's dead. Because I don't think anybody gets out of this town alive at this point. I still can't go in the post office, huh? Is there like a back door to the post office? No? Okay. Alright. The next thing we're looking for a storm grate. So, keep your eyes peeled, everybody. Because the PI said he dropped the keys down the storm grate. And I went back and reread that. Like, Huntress, axe throwing bird, exactly. Stupid, sexy Huntress. Alright, I do not see a storm grate. Also, I feel like we've not gotten much out of the hospital. Like, the hospital, I feel like we have not unlocked much of anything there. So I did find out... Here we go. Need something to pull these bolts. I have something to pull these bolts. I found all those bolts, which, by the way, was an achievement. And nothing. Alright. I can't just, like, look in there. Like, do you see a key? I have to unbolt everything. I'm just gonna dismantle this fucking town at this point. This place been abandoned for like 2 years or so? Like 2 years, 3 years, something like that? Who's that gonna bother nowadays? The killer? I mean, hopefully. Maybe he falls in a fucking hole. Alright, there's none up here, right? No? Okay. That's a twig. Ooh, there's one. Oh, shit! I forgot what button it was suddenly. I'll have you. A key with a 19th century design. Okay. Store. And that went to... Iron Steve Moss. I want Steve Moss's journals. I want his last one. Messages and the key. Not this person been a fool. God, I've realized in the line. The typewriter. The typewriter's another thing. A key. The typewriter's another thing that, like, we... Event canceled. Charles as well. Charles on their corner on the farm. Daniel hiring PI. Where is the scrap of paper? Innkeeper's logbook. Where is the scrap of paper that we found? Oh, alright. I think it was in the inn, so we'll just fucking go look. Keys open doors, yes. I've unlocked most of this town at this point. Like, this town is now my bitch. Alright. Auto-saving. I do dislike the fact that, like, during... Nope. Wasn't up there. It wasn't up there. Ralph. Was in... This? Private investor in town. No, it wasn't in this. It was in... Lock toolbox. How do I unlock the toolbox? He's on to me. See one of the drains by the roadside. Never find. Shit. And we gotta figure out where this is. A sconce next to a bookcase? Sconce next to a bookcase. Everybody keep your eyes open for a sconce next to a bookcase. They do kind of look like these sconces. Did I take a picture of that? Do I have that photo? I do not. I'm going to take a picture of that to reference later. I gotta remember, I can take pictures of things to reference later. I don't have to just memorize shit. Okay, fill the frame. There we go. Alright. We also haven't found the second, dartboard puzzle. We found a photograph, which I assume is the second dartboard puzzle. Alright. Alright, we did that. Find Sophia's gift. We have not figured out where Matthew's favorite places are. Matthew's desk. The secret room. You know how I keep saying I think there's a secret room behind that bookcase? I bet you there's a secret room behind that fucking bookcase. Where's the search? Where is the search? So what else do I have? The hospital. All of the hospital. Secret room? Yeah. In his office. I keep saying that fucking bookcase look like it doesn't fit. Like it doesn't look right. Wait, there's a third car? Did I forgot there was a third car. Ow. I still want to open this fucking door, which I assume leads to the fucking sewers. Secret room? Or am I crazy? What do you mean? Like, there's a secret room. Or I'm fairly certain there's a secret room. It looks like there's supposed to be a secret room. You know? They're too scary for me. I don't think this leads to a basement. Like, legitimately, I don't think that leads to a basement. Like... look at this. That looks a lot like it. Oh, I don't like how they made me turn the key. I fucking called it. Where's the air horn? I fucking called it. It didn't look right to me. Look at it. Like, the wall ends there. The wall ends here. Like, look at how much wall there is left. It didn't make sense. We still have to figure this out, too. It's a very important date. And I don't know what date it is. Alright, we have a desk. A bloody axe. I fucking called it. I called it several streams ago that I think Father Matthew's the fucking killer. What's over here? Screwdriver? Can I have the screwdriver? How about scissors? Alright. The murder weapon. I'm hesitant to fuck with anything up here. Alright, out of game shit for a moment. Hold on. I'm hesitant to fuck with anything here. Because this seems like a smoking gun. And if I was going to put the end game here, this is where I'd put it. Like, this is damning. And I don't know if I fucked myself over a little bit of not being able to go and explore other things. Because we still have, at the very least, a bunch of these kinds of things to do still. Alright. This feels like endgame shit. This feels like we've caught the killer. Alright. I'm calling an audible. We're not fucking with any of this. We're not investing. Just fucking jump down the stairs? Also, turn on fucking light. Change scene. Oh, right. Okay, so this feels like endgame shit. Audio sting for lines like that. Love how you fell stairs. I mean, like that feels like endgame shit, and I don't know what the endgame for this is. Like I said, before the hospital, I would have assumed you just figure out who the killer is. There's somebody else in this fucking town. They're watching me from somewhere. Father Matthew. I'm gonna straight up say it. We're no longer at the point where I'm gonna fucking act like I don't think it's Father Matthew. It's Father Matthew. So we're gonna go check other shit. Because I want to find other things here before. Like I want to unlock his desk because I feel like I need the evidence. Where's my list of locations? Here we go. Who is nearby? That is a hospital. Of course, there's stuff in the sewer we weren't able to access. Alright, we're on Silver Lake. Let's head to... I think we've gotten all of Bernard done. Let's head to Derek and Wanda's house. I want to do a once-over of their house. Which is 43. We need a dun-dun-dun. Smash zoom in on Ralph. I've been trying really hard to figure out how to do a snap zoom where it actually catches my face. Because I am worried that, like, if I'm, like, off-center or, like, leaning forward or something, it's just going to be like, here's my left ear. Like, I have been trying to figure that out, and I haven't figured out how to make that happen yet. Wait, did I accidentally make a pun? $43 should be 43 I'm looking for? Yeah, 43. Okay, cool. Found it fucking right away. Left ear would be great zoomed in. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, I've been trying to figure out how to set that up, because I thought that would be cool to have, like, be able to hit a button and it's like... Or the Law and Order dun-dun sound. I'll write that one down, because I do really like that idea. You guys will get it right around the time you get Badum Tiss. Right about when you guys get a rim shot. With how good I am at remembering to add these things, even though I write them down. Heck yeah. Y'all ever write a note for yourself and then absolutely not remember what the fuck it was for a second? Because that was definitely me writing about, it took me a minute, but it was, Tish, you don't want a rim shot? Sarcasm is out, sincerity's in. Well, to be fair, I sincerely use it. I assumed y'all would use it for sarcasm. Or when I accidentally pun. Alright. Let's go over this fucking place with a fine-tooth comb. Kitchen. Nothing in the trash. Once again... I assume everybody in this town is kind of fucking rich because nobody took anything with them when they left. I forget about notes way more than I should. My issue that I currently run into is, like, I have my Hunt a Killer notebook as my desk notebook for, like, jotting down ideas like that. but I also have like a bunch of these notebooks hanging around that I use for like notes while I'm out and about and like general things. So like I wind up having like a bunch of them all going all at the same time. Like I have this one as well, which is my my previous scratch notebook for my journal. Like I have a pile of new ones here, ready to go. Like I got 3 or 4 more in my backpack. I got like purpose ones for like writing and photography and shit like that. So yeah, I forget about them often because I have so many and I am just so confused at all times. Alright, come on, there's gotta be something here to... Come on, give Daddy something. No bed, no bath, kids playhouse for $1 million in California. Oof. I mean, to be fair, like y'all got it worse, but like I live in New Jersey. Like this ain't a cheap state either. Like I ain't gonna argue that y'all ain't got it worse, but did I read this? Yes, I read this. This pile of books is worthless to me. Derek's knife. Derek's knife, suspiciously without blood. Also, it's a nice knife in case. Why would you leave that? Also, y'all ever hear the thing that they say about video games where it's like people never look up? Like to get Utah and look at the big old house stores. I hear Utah's gorgeous. Actually, I have a buddy who just opened a sandwich shop in Utah in Salt Lake City. So, like, he's been out there for a while now, and he loves it. Of course, that isn't true. So we had a competition, and Trisha was our referee. I don't remember reading this one. We went cycling today. Scott said he can ride faster than me. Of course, that isn't true. So we had a competition, and Trisha was our referee. We set a goal line to be the fence in front of the river. I was winning until we almost reached the finish line. I braked to prevent myself from crashing into the fence, but Scott didn't brake. He pedaled harder as he approached the goal, and I yelled at him to stop, but he did not listen. By the time he crossed the finish line, it was too late. The brakes did not stop him in time. His brake hit the fence, and it was launched into the air, landing on the rocks by the riverbank. I ran to him. There was blood coming from his head. This is fucking gruesome. That'll be very important in video games, especially for games that offer maxing out field of view. Yeah, this is a brutal fucking bike race. I'm of two minds now. I don't mind leaving the default FOV because I don't get motion sick or anything. Like, it doesn't bother me unless it's, like, real shitty and narrow. But, like, game developers have said before, like, the hardest thing you can get people to do is looking up. Like, if you want them to look up, you have to, like, pretty much force them. Because it's so hard to get people to go in a room if you have, like, something on their ceiling. I wish I could remember the exact quote, but I can't. But I've seen it before, especially with, like, the whole yellow paint, like, discourse going on. Look at things that are important, which is nice. Yeah. I remember back in the day, it was really revolutionary. Like, it was a big game changer for Resident Evil 2 because your characters would look at something off screen. Like, if they saw something that was important, humans can't look up. No, it's an urban myth. There's no up. It was up all along. Everything was up. What's up, dog? But yeah, like, it was so cool that, like, when you'd go into a room and there's an item, like, your character would look at it. Like, you could just not control your character to go towards it, or an enemy, and your character just be like, well, I guess I'm going over here now. But yeah, like, that is a simple thing where it's like very intuitive. But I do feel like getting to look up in a third person game, I almost never do. I'll look at the ground a ton because the item could be on the ground. But, you know, I ran to him. There was blood coming from his head and scratches all over his arms and legs. Trisha came up to him and tended to his wounds. She seemed to be sobbing, even though Scott was the one bleeding. I think I'm hurting more than him. Oh, dude, just fucking move on. Morrowind? Is Morrowind real bad about, like, looking up? I've never played... Never mind. Keyboard fail. Okay. While cleaning the garage, Charles approached and asked if I would like to be his chauffeur. He said his current driver wants to spend more time with his grandchildren and is planning to retire. I have by the end of this week to decide. It's a good opportunity. I get a raise in salary and I get to travel around the country. I think I'll say yes. Yeah, Cliff Racers, Scourge of Skies, and Morrowind. See, I never played Morrowind. I played Skyrim. And I would look up occasionally in Skyrim solely because I'd hear a dragon. That was it. That was the only reason I'd ever look up. Trisha came today and suggested we make our very own time capsule before I start my new job. I thought it was a good idea. We buried it near a big stone in the cemetery. I thought that rock was out of place. Before leaving, we made a promise to each other that we will open it up in 10 years. Well, y'all ain't gonna be around in the year 2000. It's kind of the only reason to look up ever. Yeah, like that's kind of how I felt about it. I was like, cool. I guess I'll look up if there's dragons. That seems valid. Where's the Tampen? Big rock in the body garden. In the cemetery. I almost just fucked myself over a little bit because I was going to say body garden while I wrote cemetery. And I would have absolutely 100% written body garden, even though I intended cemetery. I had a chance to walk around New York today. As I went into a bookstore, I remembered how much Trisha loved notebooks. Fucking everybody in this town loves notebooks. There was one that was really cute. It was a bit expensive. Body garden. Have you never heard that term for a cemetery? It's a bit expensive, but I think she will like it. No. I'm a fan of the dark humor. I should surprise her by giving her a notebook on her birthday. I didn't expect to be traveling this much as a driver. On one hand, I miss my mom, and the other hand, I get to stay in nice hotels. I guess it's not a bad deal. Charles treats me very well. He gives me extra allowances on these trips. Maybe I'll get something nice for Mom next time. We went hunting near the river. According to Scott, there's a nest in the drain hole. Don't put your nest in a drain hole. That's how they catch you. Sometimes has eggs. I told him it might be dangerous, but he assured me that it's fine. So off we went. Sure enough, there were eggs. Thrilling story. I didn't know what eggs those were and decided to stay a little further away. Scott started collecting them and I noticed something moving. Trisha was able to shout out that it was a snake. I stood there frozen, not knowing what to do. Scott turned and saw the snake. He then spread his arms out and slowly walked backwards. Trisha was behind him. He extended his right hand with the stick towards the snake and slowly placed the bag of eggs on the floor with his left hand. When he reached me, he grabbed my arm and said, "Run," and we all ran, screaming our lungs out. I think that was the fastest I ever ran in my life. You know, famous chase hunters, snakes. I miss the old days when it was Trisha, Scott, and myself. Hunting in the back of the woods, playing by the lake. It's not that I don't appreciate what Charles has given us, such as the house we live in and our jobs. I just missed the time when we were young and carefree. We would go anywhere and nothing would stop us. I miss Trisha. Why doesn't she realize that I like her? Bro, you gotta tell her. People aren't fucking psychic. Modern English wasn't codified until some guy got frustrated that there were two ways to say eggs. Eggs and eggern. Or something. Well, I'm glad it isn't the fucking latter one. Dear Father. No wonky E. No wonky E. There's no wonky E on the typewriter. I now 100% know that it... I like how I'm saying this like I don't already... Like we didn't just find a murder weapon like 2 minutes ago. I'm so excited about finding a non-wonky E. Alright, it's in the cemetery, which should be this way. Hey, wow. You can never be too sure. Yeah. I mean, everybody's a suspect. Everybody's guilty. It could be one of you for all I know. Who of you killed Vivian? Huh? Which one of you? August? Alright, by the big rock in the cemetery. By the big rock in the cemetery. Can I have any amount of indication as to where the big rock in the cemetery, by the big rock in the cemetery means? Game, please.
Welcome. My stream with 4 viewers.
Howdy, Truest.
Thank you.
How are y'all doing tonight?
Truson is now following.
Oh, shit. Thank you so much for the follow, Truest. I greatly appreciate it. Let me turn down these awful wind noises. God. What were y'all playing tonight? Because I know my shout-out command has been wonky lately. Let me give you a shout-out. Also, Killbot, how are you today? At Truest. Demon Souls, hell yeah. Bring Demon Souls together. Alright.
Yeah, you're here. You're a sleepy boy. You're a sleepy doggy doggy. Did you see that? Yeah.
We were just talking about Skyrim.
It's pretty crazy.
We were just talking about Skyrim. But, how's everybody's Thursdays going? And actually, I don't think I'm following through, so let me go ahead and do that now. Random violence is always fun. We're trying to solve a murder. Well, actually, we solved the murder, I think. Tired, ready for the weekend. Hell yeah. Which, by the way, thank you for the raid and all that, but I understand if you got to do your post-stream kind of decompression, all that. Like, don't feel pressured to hang out or nothing. Like, you're welcome to, obviously, but it won't hurt my feelings if you know, if you got to take care of, like, you know, I'm looking for a word. I don't do any of that. That's fair. To each their own. It doesn't take much out of me. True. That's fair. I'm saying if that's your thing, please, by all means, do not let me hold you up. We are looking for a time capsule. We've solved the murder. Several murders, actually. And, no, that's just a discolored part of a rock. What the fuck is this thing? Okay, did the journal say anything more about, like... Where is it? Derek Tyler, 90. So for... Red box near the big stone in the cemetery. Okay, so just near the big stone. Thanks, game. Thanks for being real specific about that. Alright. I wonder what near means to them. Although, I do appreciate my initial reaction of, that rock's out of place. Being social hard. Being social is very hard. Like, I have a hell of a time with it all the time. Like, so do y'all get stage fright? I was thinking about this the other day. I did marching band all through high school. And I didn't get stage fright. Like, never bothered me. I've played, like... Change scene. Oh, thank you. Yes, y'all can see the full screen of me. I get general social anxiety. Well, that's the thing. I get social anxiety real bad. Like, I'm a very anxious person. But, like, I've played, what the hell was the name of it? Before the MetLife Stadium in New York. Giant Stadium, I think it was. Like, I've played in Giant Stadium in marching band. Crave it. I miss having friends to talk to and interact with. I like to be theatric. I get anxiety IRL. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a weird combination of things because I find that that's a very common kind of idea. Is that, like, I find that a lot of people who have, like, normal anxiety, like, tend to also not have problems with performing on stage. I played bass guitar. Specifically, that bass guitar. I only have the one. I was in the pit at percussion. But, yeah, no, I played in massive arenas. I played in Annapolis. Like, yeah, our band director was a rock guy. So, like, he was very willing to, like, write parts for, you know, for electric instruments and have a pit at percussion. I like being the comic relief of my friend group. That's a very important role. But yeah, I find myself, like, while I am anxious, I have to, like, kind of hype myself up even to talk to a cashier at a store sometimes, like, when it's real bad. Like, I have to, like, generally, like, put effort into talking to people in normal situations. But I can perform on a stage with little to no problem. Like, and I'm sure other things would be, like, this doesn't cause me real anxiety, and, oh shit. Apparently I just wasn't crouched hard enough. Okay, let me, what, is that a note? There is a note. My wife has issues talking to people on the phone. Oh, yeah, no. That's a big one for me, too. I hate phone calls. I absolutely hate them. Like, scare the shit out of me. That's actually a real popular one from what I understand. Popular like it's a choice. But that's actually a real common one from what I understand. Like, the fear of talking on the phone is like a legit, like, normal thing. Which, understandable. Phone be scary. I was talking to people, but I work in a call center. I mean, people are, like, hell is other people. That's a saying for a reason. But I could do a lot of jobs. I work a job where I deal with people all day. Like, I deal with truck drivers all day at work. And, like, visitors and all, like, I'm a checkpoint. I literally have to deal with everybody who comes near the place. But I absolutely would rather talk to every one of those people every day than call anybody on the phone regularly. I would hate that. Ugh. Scott is gone and Trisha is dead. How did this happen? We held Trisha's funeral last week. There could have been more people there. Should have been more. This village will be barren in a few months to a year. My generation is just moving out, and the old generation is simply dying. Well, the murders are helping with that. You are a save point. You're a save point for these people. Oh, no. That's, I had a conversation the other day at how I'm worried because I feel like nuance is dead. I feel like we don't have nuance anymore. Or rather, it's not as popular. and this whole thing with the NPC thing. And I feel like eventually we're going to hit a kind of like convergence point where the NPC talk, like regarding other people as NPCs, and the lack of nuance of that is going to end up like just dehumanizing others. Like, and I worry about that. I don't know how far that'll go. That's like a very extreme idea, but I am legit worried that like, is that the road we're heading down? I'll also be leaving soon. Once my mother passes on, once I can't take care of her, once I can't take of her any longer. Soon enough, NPCs will talk through GPT. Why am I having a stroke? I'm not sure how I feel about that, too. To be honest, I kind of am worried that, like, I don't want games having AI in them in that kind of way. Where it's like large language models and all that. Like, the night Vivian died, I saw Scott meeting her. I was at a distance from where they were arguing. I couldn't hear the details, but I could tell they were disagreeing. When Scott left and went back to his cabin, I followed him. I watched him through the window till early morning. So, that's definitely not... Oh, and Derek didn't tell anybody. Hold on. Because Derek had an alibi in the other note. He said he was with his friend the night Vivian was murdered. But he saw Scott. He not only didn't, like, gave a bad alibi to the sheriff, he didn't tell the sheriff that Scott couldn't have been the murderer because he watched Scott all night through his window, which also, bro, creepy. In fact, there are people out there who can't understand hypotheticals, and schools aren't helping people really learn things and be basic exist, and NPC theory is real. I don't want to think that. I think that it's just like we've gotten to a point of like absolute sarcasm. I don't know if that's right, because this is a very half-baked idea and I'm very stupid. But we've gotten to this point where we kind of everything's so sarcastic and words don't mean what they mean anymore. Like we have this weird, like, vague communication style now where people aren't exact. They aren't. And I feel like that breaks down. Or like the idea, like, you hear a word, you kind of understand what it means, and you shoehorn it. It's like the use of gaslighting. The word gaslighting. Gaslighting means a very particular kind of, like a very particular kind of manipulation. It is an abuse tactic. People have replaced every form of lying by referring to it as gaslighting. And it's one of those things where it's like, now the word has lost all of its meaning. And it's frustrating for effective communication. You know? Like, I enjoy a fair bit of sarcasm, and I use weird turns of phrases. I'm all for it. But I also can effectively communicate if I need to. Well, as close as I can, because y'all hear me stutter for hours on end every week. But I could tell they were disagreeing. When Scott left, and also I'm stupid. Everything is just my personal opinion. Like, feel free to disagree with me and, you know, whatnot. Watching through a cabin till morning, all the time thinking how we have drifted so far, how could Trisha choose him over me? Am I not good enough for her? Clearly you're not. Just rub it in. The police questioned me when Scott was suspected of killing Vivian. I know he didn't do it. I should really read the whole document before I start fucking assuming shit. But I decided not to tell them what I knew with Scott locked up. I could have a chance to be with Trisha. I didn't expect this small omission on my part would eventually lead to Scott's death. When Scott died, Trisha ended her life. In a way, I did too. I died that day. That's a little much. Statement from Sin, known for nearly 4 years. Yeah, sterilization of language is a huge problem. Sterilization's an interesting choice. I don't know if I necessarily would follow you on that bit. Because I don't know if sterilization would be the right word. It's just this kind of like a loose interpretation. My idea isn't fully, like, realized. because I am kind of stream of consciousness talking about it. So, like, fucking flying ants. Sorry, there was a flying ant on my cup. But yeah, I don't know, I worry. It's also like there's a media literacy issue. It's dark. I don't expect this small omission on my part would eventually die today. Never wish for Scott to die or Trisha. I hope they can forgive me, Derek Tyler. Yeah, Derek, this is why we don't lie, okay? Now, what's in this hole? Oh, there's so many things. I want the jam jar. Give me the jam jar. And the cute little bear. Trisha, congratulations. I'll always love you. The bear have any hidden truth? Okay. More importantly. Okay, this one has a slit. Where's my chess picture? Does the bishop have a slit? I think that's the bishop. And the bishop has a 9? That looks like a 9. I'm going to call that a 9. I've got kids watching the world detonate as I try to teach them what they need to survive is painful. Yeah. Like, granted, like, all in all, just trying to find a place to write at this point. All in all, like, you can only do so much for them. Well, literacy is in a decline. Actually, I believe, and I don't know where I heard this, so grain of salt, Ralph recalling a thing he heard somewhere, kind of bullshit. Secrets of PainsCreek. Hidden room in the study. Yes, I'm aware of that. Secret underground passes. Yep, found that. Hospital. Future Detective Scott. Aww. Secret room above Father's room. I'm so fucking... I called that fucking secret room the moment I saw that shit. Aw. Oh, Derek can really fucking draw. Best friends forever. Well, I don't know, Derek. Alright, I think we've gotten everything we can out of here. What's this big thing here? No? Okay. That's a deep-ass hole. I've seen a critical video about the American school system where a bunch of TikToks were showing the teachers explaining that people in like the 7th grade could not read at a 2nd grade level. See, we're so crouched. I had always heard that literacy has steadily been rising. Like, people can actually read functionally. Take that with a grain of salt, because I don't remember where I heard it or, anything like that. It's just like, technically speaking, we live in the most peaceful time the world has ever seen. And it's hard to kind of, that's hard to really think about. Like, because we see violence all the time. We're fed a stream of 24-hour news cycle that's telling us that the world is dying and awful. And that's true. The world is dying. We take care of the fucking planet, people. But it's not as dire as we all think it is. And there's a lot of awful in the world. I'm not going to say there isn't. But from what I understand, and, like, I have to hope that it's true, is that, like, we're kind of living in the most peaceful time the world has ever seen. And I want to believe that, to be fair. Like, it might be wishful thinking on my part, and I'll fully cop to that. Oh, I did write down the pattern. Good. Back in there. Alright, so we have either king or knight, so it's either 5 or 4. We'll call it 4. Then it would be queen, which is 1. Then bishop, which is 9. And what do we use? 4? So we'll use 5 here? I might have to swap around 5 and 4. Yeah, I'm going to swap around 5 and 4. One more thing off the checklist. By the way, for those of you who haven't seen it, this is literally all notes just about this fucking game. Like, so many notes. The gobbledygook vanished when we needed him most. I like how my brain just auto-corrected however you're supposed to say that. There's 9 PC. You gotta frame that notebook afterwards. I mean, to be fair, I did also write this much of it, which is just nonsense and scribbling and bullshit. But the last half of this notebook. Yes, this is on PC. This is a very unique game. This is called the PainsCreek Killings. And it is just straight up an open world, like, mystery. You have to figure out these murders and, like, who killed who and what happened and what the story is here. And it's brilliant. It's not a masterpiece. I'm not going to go and, jerk it off like that. But this is a very creative mystery game. And I am loath to think the world's okayest detective, August. I am loath to think that, like, I can think of another game off the top of my head that is anywhere near this kind of mystery. I enjoy cartoons and mysteries. I am, in fact, the world's okayest detective. Months ago, right before Vivian was killed, I confronted her about Mom's death. She said she didn't know anything about it. She only administered the medicine as provided by Dr. Johnson. She was lying. I could see it in her eyes. She was scared and she was hiding her fear. I know that Vivian was never completely truthful with me, but I still have no proof yet. She never liked Mom. Rough man, the world's okayest detective, exactly. Over the Garden Wall, I have not. I assume that is a mystery cartoon. It sounds familiar. It sounds very familiar. But I will put it in the notebook. The notebook of things for me to remember or do later. With the tam pen. Over the garden. Isn't that also a Clash song? There's a Clash song similarly titled. 10 episode, 5 nights, Cartoon Network. Ooh, Christopher Lloyd. Ooh, I do love me some Christopher Lloyd. By the way, the tam pen has been super reliable. It's on Hulu, I think. Thank you. I'll check it out. Like, I'm always looking for... I'm currently in a, like a dredge of podcast. So I do need something to watch. Like, now-ish. Watching this game, I'm surprised that I do. All things bring more kinetic activity, but I do. I feel like the detail here would kind of scratch that itch. There's a ton of detail in everything. Also, like, let's be real, you have my charming personality to rely on. Back to the murders. I know that Vivian never completely truthful with me. She never liked Mom, but I wouldn't have thought she capable of killing her own mother-in-law. Really? Because I feel like most people would, like, kind of consider killing their own mother-in-law. I know that she had something to do with what happened to Mom and Sophia, but what can I do? She was my wife, after all. And now, Vivian is dead, so is Scott, now Trisha is dead too. Everyone keeps dying. Is this my punishment for the affair I had 20 years ago? That's true. The affair is kind of the inciting incident in all this. Good. My favorite people are here. Hey. Glad you're enjoying it. I aim to please. Charm of Hers now is worth 10 interesting games. At least. Thank you, Zagboot. Where's the applause button? Yeah, you get applause for that. And I haven't used it in a while, so also have a Mario. To Charles Roberts, our investigation was initially promising. We interviewed possible witnesses who might know something about Sophia's disappearance. Months later, however, we are nowhere near knowing what happened to Sophia. We are searching through all the states for any possible trace, but to no avail. What we can conclude at this time is that the main cause of Sophia's disappearance has to do with Andrew, Henry, and Vivian. Now that they are gone, we are unable to get the truth about what really happened to Sophia. Really? Because I did it in what appears to be one afternoon. Streamer Ralph has to beat 10 games in one sitting. We've done 2 in one stream before. Technically, we've done 2. Resident Evil 2, I did A and B scenario in one go. Which I have an idea for that, and I want to run it by you, but bounce the idea off of other people. Because I don't know if it'll be a shit show or, like, it'll work. However, results look bleak. We have posted rewards for any information regarding Sophia, hoping that in a matter of time. No information steps up. For the time being, we suggest you wait. Should anyone emerge, you will be the first to know. Sincerely, Jason Beckard. It's a different investigator. So I have this idea. 11 platinum trophies in one night, if you count that as finishing. Isn't the platinum trophy for games like the 100% trophy usually? That's a lot. That's a lot of platinum. That is a catalytic converter's worth of platinum. Like, that's a lot. Yeah, it is. It sounds like it. Shit. Got myself a lime outshine bar. Is that like a cereal bar or something like that? Lime is fucking god tier. As I sip on my lemon soda. Body request, we investigate. Blah, 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 blah. Take 2. 320. Holy shit, that's a lot. Upon your request, we investigated Andrew Reed and Henry Johnson death. Due to confidentiality agreement with our sources, we are unable to reveal the true natures of their death. Suffice to say, both of them did not die of said accidents. So we dug deeper. We found out that Andrew and Henry were both related to the disappearance of Sophia Miller and the death of Magdalene Roberts 20 years ago. What really happened to Sophia, we do not know as of now. However, some evidence was brought to light regarding Magdalene Roberts' death. We talked to a retired nurse who used to work at the PainsCreek Community Hospital. Although she preferred to remain anonymous, according to her, she came across a note while cleaning Dr. Johnson's office. Fucking the child in me wants to giggle every time I read Dr. Johnson. You know, because it's a dick joke. In it, Dr. Johnson stated that the prescription was lethal and to be administered only to Magdalene, and doses has to be precise or it will not work. No one else should intake it. A letter was made out to your wife, Vivian, according to the note. If you would like for us to stop our investigation, let us know. Your early commitment, we'll continue finding out the truth about Sophia's disappearance. All right, so that's all shit we knew. All right, so ultimately, what did this give me? Helping him set up an upcoming event, getting plats. Got cool. It's mostly what I do. This, that, and hunting shiny Pokemon. Hunting shinies, I never could quite understand how that works. Like, because once again, I'm old. As you can tell by the gray hair and the fact that I'm dressed like a 40s detective. So I never quite understood the hunting for shinies. Because I've never been good at it. Alright, we need to find Sophia's favorite places. Because that's like the last thing on our, on like our list here. I don't really know. Alright, I know it was mentioned twice. I'm like searching my memory right now. Matthew Brooks, what diaries do we have of his? Past missionary, since I've arrived here. I'm just like quick, time flies, I don't know. It told me to look Sophia. How can it be? Okay. If we ate at Moon Cafe, I can't get enough of this. Hold on. None. Definitely one of my favorite places in PainsCreek. Okay, hold on. We know his favorite places too. I'm just stupid. So, moving forward, food and shit. Hold on. Let me scroll. Let me scroll up. Sorry, OBS was fighting me for a moment. Line. It's mostly just extreme luck. There's a 1 in 4,000 or a 1 in 8,000. Holy shit. That you can get a different color Pokemon. Holy shit. Oof. Like, to be fair, I'm not going to talk shit on OBS. Because while OBS has its quirks, I do find that, like, it works real well. Like, it's a little, like, you really got to get elbow deep into some bits, but... Alright, we unlocked Charles's desk. We found the time capsule. We have to find Sophia's desk. We found the secret room. And the hospital's still, like, locked. The fuck? Why is the hospital still so locked? Like, everything in the hospital is still fucking locked. And I meant to write down... Alright, we have Matthew's favorite places, though, which means... Alright. Matthew's favorite places. EW... It is Moon Cafe. Alright, Moon Cafe, and then the other places are the Source. And Little Big Books. Which is a stupid name for a bookstore. I will hear no argument against that. Trying to get a medical degree and gain access to the hospital. Use the bloody axe to break in. You know, for this reporter who has crossed a lot of ethical lines with reporting out there, you should tell the good people, chat, what the finale of the 1 to 10 event is. What is the 1 to 10 event? Is that the, for the Platinums? Doing the Platinums all in one run? Or is my brain just broken and not fully adhering? Alright, we need... Orphanage, 6 months. No, it was Scott Brooks who said it. What kind of person... Alvin, Thrall, who said... Everything falling apart. Half-sister. No, not Scott Brooks. I'm sorry. Stephen Moss, I'm thinking. Security room key. Come on. Pick on what's-her-face because it's fucking... Because the post office is a stupid place to have a favorite place. Alright, Sophia's favorite places is Anne's Courtyard. Alright, the Briz. I assume that's that wooden one, but I'm not sure. And the post office. Alright. Some games, one stream was his 300th plat event. Okay. Different event. Oh. I'm gonna do an event where I go after platinum trophies ranging from difficulty 1 to difficulty 10 according to PSN profiles. I'm going to play Super Meat Boy for 10. Oh, I've heard Super Meat Boy's a son of a bitch. Do you have that planned for when? I know Father Matthews. Family. Where's the document where he told her where, like, fuck it. We're going to these places. All right. Let's check out Matthew's favorite places. Idea, yeah, I need a new game. For one, because my original Danganronpa but it's 200 hours long. Oh my god. Those Danganronpa games, they look really interesting. I am absolutely no way in hell going to play a 200-hour game. Like, you need to play them on your own. Yeah, no. Like, first off, yeah, if I'm going to play them, it won't be on stream. I'm sorry, y'all. Same thing with Persona. If I somehow get conned into playing a long-ass fucking JRPG that takes its good-ass time getting started, Moon Cafe, I think, is over here. It absolutely won't be on stream. We're not... I might make a YouTube video, like I might like slice and dice it to be a YouTube video, but I am absolutely no way in hell doing it on stream. I am not playing a 600-hour long game on stream. Who am I, Zagboo? Can I really not unlock this? So I assume this is the bridge. By the entrance. Alright, that might not be the... That might be the bridge. Oh god, that just scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. I thought that was a woman in a blue dress. Right by the cursor. I don't know how well y'all can see it. Hold on. I didn't really make it any bigger, but... I legit thought... that was, I thought that was a woman in a blue dress. Like, staring at me. It just scared the fuck out of me. I'm like, the killer! And is this Moon Cafe? Yes. Okay, we're looking for something on a wall. Everybody keep your eyes peeled. We're looking for some bullshit on a wall. Is it... No? Okay. Oh, wow, look, some people to get banned. Great. Ban. Bye, bitches. Looks like a pizzeria. It's a cafe. I want to go to a cafe. It's been a couple months since I last went to a cafe and got to sit outside and enjoy a coffee. Which was mostly just fucking shy. Because I'm pretty sure they fucked up my order. Alright, there's nothing written on the wall here. At least not that I can see. Like, I'm not crazy, right? Like, y'all don't see anything either. Cafe I would love to go to a cafe with another human being. That being Wolf Among Us. Is Wolf Among Us an easy plat? Let's head back to God's house. That's what I keep wanting to play. Like, that's going to be... That's on the rotation where we'll eventually get to it, but... I don't know when. I don't know where. Some sunny day. Okay, I'm fairly certain we found this. I think we found that at the very beginning of the fucking game. I'm fairly certain we did. Yeah. We found that way earlier. Okay, that's a code. I'm going to write that next to Sirs. $12.03. We could share a scone. Confession time. I'm not 100% sure what a scone is. Is it just like the top of a muffin? Because it always just kind of looks like the top of a muffin. And I don't trust the English. Like, they have terrible taste in food. It's a different baked good. Okay, I don't know. I've got a great video game themed cafe in town. Oh, that sounds dope. Went to an anime convention made cafe, but never went. Ooh. I think 7 to 10 where all my ideals, both 9 and 10 being games are about. Okay. You found out when we share one at a cafe? Obviously, of course. We're looking for Little Big Books. Which I think is by the courtyard. We've gone by Little Big Books a million times. I keep being confused because I want in. Little Big Books. All right. We're looking for something written on a wall. Scone taste review from Ralph. I have said before, one of these days I'm going to have a stream where it's solely just going to be fucking snack reviews. It's going to be just me talking about snacks. For 3 hours. With a spit bucket. And you're all going to be real mad about it. Just vitriol from all of you about it. Alright. I'm not seeing anything written on these goddamn walls. Because, like, if the one at the search we found was an indication, I'm so down to watch that. There was actually, when I try and really hunt a randomizer run for difficulty 9 game. Ooh. Are the games a secret, or are they, like, are you, like, telling people what they are? If it's a secret, obviously, like, you know, don't tell us, but if, wait, house. Okay, so I definitely missed something on what's it called? On, the cafe. No, they were all announced. Okay. As you got trophies. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm misunderstanding then. The one good thing about pretty much having already solved this murder. Wait. God damn it. Where is it? Playground. House playground. Now it's Super Meat Boy when he got the plat for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. God damn, another million-hour RPG. Alright. Anne's Courtyard. Anne's Courtyard is going to be a bitch to search because it's massive. Alright. I gotta stop holding down the sprint button. Like 3 weeks ago. Oh. Also, Father Matthew out here is just doing graffiti for love. I'm not sure if that's sweet or kind of a dick move. No secret. Wolf Among Us, probably. Stick It to the Man. Turnip Boy commits tax evasion. Ooh, I want to play that. That was suggested a long time ago, and I bought it and just never got around to it yet. Dragon's Crown, Canada Bridge of Spirits, Last Guardian, Rain World, Cuphead. Ooh, Cuphead. God damn. Hollow Knight and Super Meat Boy. Ooh, those... A lot of those are difficult games, especially towards the end. Oh, yeah, you did say the difficulty was going to ramp up. I don't know why I'm surprised by things I'm aware of. But, yeah, no, that... Oof. Like... We've also been going after the plats for all the Star Ocean games. Which one's the Star Ocean? I'm not readily familiar with that one. Bird. Son of a bitch. I think I know something. I think I know what two of the clues are going to be. I think I know how some of these all interact. All right, post office. RPG made by Square Enix about space. I love Hollow Knight so much. As much as like Kingdom Hearts series and Ghost of Tsushima. I still haven't played Ghost of Tsushima. I have a PS5, and unfortunately, I've decided to buy no games for it. I own 2 games for it, and then that free Silent Hill game stream. I just looked here; that was not here. God damn it! I started writing post office. I'm gonna be so mad when I figure this out and it's fucking drink your Ovaltine. Alright, the Briz. This one's tricky because I don't know exactly which Briz they mean. Could be that wood one over yonder, I believe. Or this one here, leading into PainsCreek. I'm not sure which. Oh, it's this one because I just saw the word fucking stump. That answers that fucking question. I think these are directions. Playground, birdhouse, or stream. I'm going to read it as stream, playground, birdhouse, stump. So we're looking for a stump near the birdhouse. It should be over this way if I remember correctly. Well, I see a swing set, so I think I'm doing pretty alright. Alright, cross the stream, to the playground, to the birdhouse, which I think was over this way. These emotes are based on the most annoying trophy in Star Ocean 3. Yes, I don't want to get wet. I get it. None of us want to be wet. I say as though I don't regularly stand in the rain. Birdhouse. Birdhouse. There we go. All right, birdhouse. Stump. Good. Open stump. It's locked. And we need a 4-digit number, which we have. It is 1, a 2, 0, and a 3. Open this bitch up. Ooh, good. I'm getting paid for this gig, I guess. Take. No, I can't take it. Okay. Dear Sophia, please wait my return. Love, Matthew. Matthew, my dude, I got some bad news for you. She's dead at the bottom of a well. She also probably would have said no because she was currently pregnant with another man's child, which isn't the best way to start your marriage. But there's a date here. So, and I know that Matthew said that the date would unlock his desk. So we're going to jot that down real quick. Every moment I spend with you is like a beautiful dream come true. Happy birthday. Dear Sophia, it's been quite a while since I last wrote to you. I've been busy. I hope you're doing well. Father Calvin has been guiding me how to be a man of God, to grow my faith in the Lord and my compassion for people. When I see those who have no beds to sleep upon and no food to eat, my heart goes out to them. I wish I could do more. Father Calvin has been handling? Fuck that up. Handing me more and more responsibilities. It seems like he might be retiring soon. He even gave me his favorite desk in the study room. I've changed its code to 0318. Okay, so that answers that question. The day you first came to the orphanage. 318. Desk. Code acquired. We first came to the orphanage. PainsCreek has been very quiet recently. Nothing much goes on in this small town. Oliver is still PainsCreek event photographer. Charles and Vivian are running their business as usual. Trish is 7 now. She's really smart and loves to hang out with her dad. Dorothy's the same old Dorothy that we all love. Bernard's still the reliable butler. I don't think he'll ever be replaced. As for me, well, I'm still here waiting for your return. I don't understand how this letter fits in. Do you remember the search attic? Well, I spent most of my free time there now, doing wood carving. It helps me relax. Hey, I even got pretty good at it. Sometimes I'll think of you and how we spent our time together. I'm not sure if you realize how I felt towards you since you left. I keep writing these letters, but I would never mail them. And to be honest, it's because I don't have a clue where you may be staying right now. At the same time, oh no, I understand this letter now. Oh no. Writing to you has made me feel that we are still close to one another. Today marks the 6th year that you left PainsCreek. I still don't know why you left. All I want to say is take care. This will be my last letter. One day I hope to see you again. Oh, I understand, and it's sad. Okay. He didn't know Sophie was dead yet. That's why he's writing to her. He didn't know she was dead. But let's go unlock his fucking desk. And be honest, I don't think we can unlock anything else in the hospital. Like, we've unlocked everything else as far as I can tell. As far as I'm aware from my little fucking list, the only thing left is unlock Matthew's desk, and most of the hospital rooms and lockers are still locked. So I'm now at the point where I don't think the hospital can be unlocked more. Like, maybe it's just, like, too big of an area. They went like, hey, just, condense it. So they kind of make it where there's a bunch of doors that don't open. Maybe. There's still those doors in the mansion on the 2nd floor I didn't unlock, which are the guest room, or was it the guest room, I think? The guest room, and I want to say the bathroom. But to be fair, we couldn't get into the bathroom downstairs of the mansion either. Like, this bathroom is just completely inaccessible, and so is the wine cellar. So I don't think that, like, because we've not encountered anything to indicate we can actually get into those. Like, no keys, nothing. I can't imagine those, like, also, half the cemetery. Like, with no way to get in here. But I'm also less confident looking at it that we can get in there. None of those graves have names on them. So I think we've gotten pretty much everything. Dun dun. Alright, I think we're rounding it out. 0, 3, 1, 8. Hey, start at the bottom. Nothing in the bottom, nothing. Law and Order, dun dun. Yeah, there was a conversation, I think it was right before you raid it, where I was saying how, like, I believe Sylvan said there should be a stinger when I, like, noise for when I say certain things. And August, in their infinite wisdom, I don't mean that sarcastically this time. I realize I usually use that sarcastically, but I'm being honest about it. Suggested the Law and Order theme, or the Law and Order Dun Dun, which is a fucking brilliant idea, and I'm kind of upset I didn't think of it. Scott Brooks pleads not guilty to killing ex-mayor's wife, Vivian Roberts. The main murder suspect denies killing former employer. Scott Brooks, the adopted son of Father Matthew Brooks of PainsCreek Trinity Church, pled not guilty in court yesterday. According to Scott, he met with Vivian in the woods that night, but went home after their meeting, and did not step out of his cabin for days. When he left her, Vivian was still alive. When asked why he met with Vivian, Scott's answer was that they met to discuss about personal matters, and it was only between the two of them. Scott denied further questioning, stating only that he had nothing to do with Vivian's murder. That whoever killed Vivian must have committed the crime after he had left. As to why Scott was at his cabin for days after Vivian was killed, Scott explained that he did not even know that Vivian had been murdered. Staying at his cabin was just something he has always done. That he feels at ease while at home. Scott is currently detained in the county jail. No bail has been set for his release to that point. And now the weather. Great, you should. Yeah, like, it's, like I said, such a good idea. It's such a good idea. Read. Alright. I visited Scott today. I couldn't believe what he said. How could Sophia be dead? Okay, cool. He clearly didn't know about the murder until May 13th, 1995. So he went right away. Hold on, so that means he went almost immediately and killed Vivian and Henry and Andrew. See some Smiling Friends references. You Smiling Friends fan. Yeah, you were telling me about Smiling Friends the other day, right? Was it you talking about? I believe it was, but my memory is what's the word? Awful. Henry and Vivian have killed her. Did Dorothy know? How about Wanda or Charles? Did they know? Why didn't anyone tell me? I visited Sophia's grave today. It was just a wooden cross that Scott made. There was no name on it. I placed some flowers in front of it. She always had a liking for flowers. We had mass today. Vivian and Henry were there. Andrew, as usual, didn't come. All I can think of is whenever I look at them, is whether they actually killed Sophia or not. As they praised the Lord throughout the sermon, I felt sick to my stomach. I couldn't bear to see their faces. What should I do now? I know I shouldn't forgive them, but it's so difficult. I'm dying inside. I wish I had never visited Scott. I wish I had heard... Oh, God. I was remember preview released. I think it might be a Frosty parody. Like Frosty the Snowman? What's the number of it? I just forgot everything. Need to talk to Andrew. I need him to confess. Wait, June 6, 1995. When did Andrew die? Is that literally... I need the coroner's report. Castle Derek psychiatric report. Coroner's undisclosed report. That is not what coroner's public report. There we go. June 9th. 44 right man. Face. June 9th, 1995. So, yeah, so he pretty much killed Andrew right away, assuming there's like a day or two before they did the autopsy. Like, yeah, he killed him like right after writing this. Okay. Father Matthew's a bastard, man. Look at these bastard men. I've been playing this game for a long time now. Okay, yeah, we found the fucking tools. All right. That is literally everything I can do as far as I know. So, I'm going to, just in case, because there is no actual save function. But I can scam save. I'm going to scam save by going outside and coming back in. Because the game saves every time you exit and enter somewhere. Like every time you have a loading screen, there's auto-saving. Just in case. There's a save for safety. Alright. Let's, hold on. One thing I don't get... Oh, it's not on here. One thing I don't get, that missing child poster. Do I have a picture of it? Yeah, this. That never came up. I would have sworn that, like, this would have come up at some point. And it never did. Like, I would have bet dollars to donuts that at some point that kid would have been some kind of crucial part to this. But alas, no. Alright. Let's, start fucking with things in here, I guess. Is there a light I can turn on? Okay, that makes it a little less spooky. Alright, so we have the axe. We have the typewriter. With the fucked up E's. We have... Fuck. Okay, we're gonna go from top to bottom on this. Dearest Matthew, I'm writing this letter to let you know what happened to Sophia. My days are almost up. I feel you have the right to know what happened 9 years ago. In 1974, when Vivian Roberts underwent a C-section to deliver Trisha... Oh, good, they're recapping all of the events. She was told that she could not give birth anymore. Vivian broke down mentally and was hospitalized. Sophia was tasked with taking care of the newly born Trisha and helping Charles Roberts. Charles, who was facing a lot of difficulty and pressure, unfortunately found comfort in Sophia. They had an affair. A boy was born. Okay, calm down, computer. Fucking ringing out at me. I don't know if y'all actually heard it. My computer made one of those, like, Windows noises. They confused the shit out of me. A few months later, Vivian found out about the relationship. She was furious. Feeling threatened by the illegitimate boy, Vivian kicked Sophia and the boy out of PainsCreek. Everyone believed that. But the truth is, I took the boy and put him in St. Patrick's orphanage. I named him Scott. Time flies. He's going to be 10 soon. I pray that you can bear the responsibility of raising him. He does not need to know about his real parents. It's all in the past. Instead, give him a new start. I sincerely hope that you can forgive me for hiding this from you for so long. Calvin Burnett, November 1st, 1984. Okay. That seems important. Dear Matthew, it's been more than 2 years since I started work at the mansion. I like this place a lot. The people here are nice to me. Thank you for your letter. Although I cannot be there with you for your missionary work, I will pray for your success. You're always the noble one. Do you remember the wishes we made when we were at the orphanage? Yours was to help the unfortunate. Mine was to not be poor. Well, I did not expect the opportunity to knock so soon. Maybe heaven is helping me. With all that has happened these past few months, my wish might just come true. I'd love to tell you more about it, but it can wait until you're back. Things might be different by then. I hope it will be for the better. Oh, so Sophia might have been a little money hungry, honey. No, I don't want to read it again. I want to close the drawer. And the tape, which I feel like would probably be the most damning of evidence.
June 6th, 1995.
It also just took control from me.
Andrew in the evening at his house. He was hallucinating when
I'm moving the mouse and it can't.
saying that he's seen Sophia everywhere, that he's a sinner, and that he should die. But I didn't mean to kill him. My hands are still shaking.
You stabbed him. How did you not mean to stab him?
June 30th, 1995. Dr. Johnson came. He was surprised to see me. He tried to justify, saying it wasn't his fault, that he was only carrying the baby and had nothing to do with Sophia's death. When I revealed the truth about Magdalene, his face turned white. He didn't expect anyone to know the truth.
Surprise,
He
motherfucker.
deserved to die. July 19, 1995. Just like the doctor, Vivian came alone. Instead of feeling guilty, she called Sophia a bitch who destroyed everything she had. I didn't feel any sign of remorse, feeling of guilt, or repentance from her at all. So I gave her time to express herself. And then I killed her. It's all over now. Why am I not at peace?
Maybe because of the multiple murders.
There's this nosy investigator in town. I thought that if I led him to believe that Bernard killed Vivian, he just might.
I was right about that,
believe it.
too.
But I made the mistake of trying to mislead him. Now, he's suspecting me of being the killer. He has to die.
Okay, so Steve Moss is dead. You can not shave from now. What? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hello? There is horror. There, spooky shit happened. A ghost that I assume to be Sophia has reared their ugly head. I'm sorry, it continues to rear their ugly head. I'm following the ghost. 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 I also, not really a fan of this whole, you can't shave from now on. Which, by the way, once again, called it because that felt like the fucking end game. I don't know if it pauses when I'm in a menu because there's been nothing... There's been nothing so far to indicate whether or not anything happens while I'm in menus or... Okay. Oh. Okay, cool. Cool. Get off the thing. Don't get stuck. I don't know why I thought the third floor was in. I did. Oh, shit. Come here, motherfucker. Come here. Zook! Zook! Okay, I don't know where to go. I made him climb up the thing. Sophia, save me. Please. No, that's bathroom. Oh, shit. Shit. I don't have a plan. Shit, he's smart. He had a plan. His plan was better than mine. Okay, yes, I see you here. We're... broken spot. I'll try... Oh, shit. Okay. Can I... Wait, this... Okay, this is the right way, I guess. Oh, these character models look like dog shit. Good call, August. That body outline is why I didn't really think I could hop off of that. Because that's how Trisha died. To Janet, I'm glad you made it back safely and uncovered the truth about PainsCreek Killings. Good job. Your story will be the front page in tomorrow's. Please submit the following information, as well as a photo. Press any key to continue. Full circle. I'm kinda. By the way, we found out who hired P.I. Stephen Moss. Oh yeah, that wasn't solved. What? Okay. Who killed Vivian Roberts? Matthew Brooks. Next. What was the murder weapon? An axe. Sword, I don't even think we saw a sword in this whole game. Or a dagger. Next. Okay, now we need a photo for... There's just a photo of a photo. Select default photo. I guess this one? To Dorothy Patterson. My name is Janet Kelly. I'm here to inform you on behalf of P.I. Steve Moss that the secrets of PainsCreek Killings have come to light. He is, however, missing. The police are searching for his whereabouts. While preparing this letter, I could not help but wonder, what if Charles didn't commit adultery? What if Vivian had not confronted Sophia? What if Magdalene hadn't insisted on a son to continue the family line? Could things have turned out differently? In hindsight, it's easy to say what they should not have done. Sometimes it's hard to make the right choices in life, isn't it? Did Derek really hate Scott so much that it led to his death? Could Matthew not have sought revenge for Sophia? And why did Henry Johnson choose to be an accomplice in Magdalene's death? The truth was, everyone made a choice they think was the best, though not necessarily the right one. This made me realize the following. We have freedom to say or do whatever we want, but there are consequences following our actions. The biggest mistake, the harsher the consequence. It was true that Charles and Sophia's affair was wrong, but Vivian had a choice to either confront Charles about it or take it out on Sophia. She chose the latter. Just as Vivian made her choice, so did Andrew, Henry, and Matthew. In the end, they all had to face their consequences. One thing puzzled me. If Steve and I were both trying to find the truth, why was I safe but not him? I hope I can find the answer one day. I just like how that didn't give me enough time to finish reading it. All right. First things first. Let's fucking go. Second off. Holy shit. Whew. Thank you. I want to see how I did. Because it gave me a report, like, it gave me like a grade when I did the first thing where I just left immediately. So I want to see if it gives me a grade now. A plus 100% complete. I deserve another air horn for that. World's okayest detective. And it did answer, although I would have preferred if it answered it in the game. Who hired the PI? Because to be fair, I thought it was Charles until we unlocked his desk. When we unlocked his desk, then it was clear he hired a different PI. But like, I really liked this. I bought this game on a whim on Steam. And like, it was fucking phenomenal. Like, yeah, it's like, to be fair, there was at least one point where like, I knew Scott didn't do it. From the fucking get-go, I knew Scott didn't do it. Because I understand enough about writing. Like, I understand enough about, like, he's a red herring. Like, the story doesn't progress if it's like, yeah, the police got the right guy. They just didn't have the evidence. Like, especially since there wasn't, like, an evidence-gathering kind of part to this game. There's a little bit more of that. I might have thought, like, oh, well, maybe we can incarcerate, or, like, can prove Scott did it. But, like, I often say, like, a good mark of a game is how it gets in your head. How much of it just kind of, like, burrows into your thoughts when you're not actively playing it. I don't know why. And it makes you, like, think about it. This literally had me doing that because I literally wrote character bios for characters, like, and what the sequence of events were for them and who they were in relation to each other. Like that gets in your head and here's an earworm. Like, but I really liked this. I thought this was very good. And, the unfortunate part about this is there's no replayability to this. I already know the answer, you know? So, like, there isn't, like, I can't go back and play it more. Which I guess I could to a point. Because I did only get 30 of 33 achievements off of it. Oh, they're interesting achievements too. Case unsolved, which I guess is if you outright, like, no, because I did have a failure. I did, like, the first achievement I got was just straight up, like, fail. Oh, yeah, I got you're fired. Which is, like, the first achievement I got because I right away left. Games from the dev company. Let's find out. I believe they have, like, an offshoot of this. Oh, it supports an Xbox controller, and it's playable on the Steam Deck. Ooh, actually, if you are at all interested in playing this and, like, digging through this yourself, even though you just watched me beat it so you know who did what, it is on sale right now for $5. Down from its normal 20. But yeah, they have... Where is EQ Studios? EQ Studios' other game... A steep discount. Yeah, 75% off. They also have Scene Investigators, which looks like a smaller, more condensed version of this. Ooh, there's a demo. Oh, this one's only at 25% off. I can get it for $18. Oh, actually, I can get it for $16 because I already own PainsCreek Killings. Anywho, Seed Investigators is a hardcore detective reasoning game for fans of the true crime genre. Step into recreated crime scenes, observe closely for pieces of evidence, analyze possible motives behind the crimes, and uncover what truly happened. So yeah, I actually might pick this up and we might check this out at another time, because this looks more like a condensed level-based version of this, if I had to guess. But either way, like, I really fucking enjoyed this game. Like I said, like, I think a mark of good media is when it kind of digs into your head and stays there and makes you think about it when you're not thinking about it, or when you're not actively intaking that media. Alan Wake 2 was another reasonable, like, example of that. Playing Alan Wake 2, I, like, couldn't stop thinking about Alan Wake 2. Like, the story and what's going on and how everything connects and how, you know, how all of it plays out. And this game did very much the same. I literally found myself kind of, like, parsing through information in my head while I was sitting at work, you know? Oh, yeah. No. Like, I downloaded it immediately, got 10 minutes into it, and went, oh, no, we're doing this on stream. And then we did it all in one stream. I don't know. I have no idea, August. That's a good question. That's a hell of a thing for you to ask me. I can't wait to get it. It's so fun. It is a ton of fun, the DLC. Did you play Alan Wake 2? Because Alan Wake 2 is very hardcore survival horror. You don't have a ton of resources at all the time. Like, you don't... Enemies are kind of hardy. Like, you're not powerful in Alan Wake 2. If the story dictates there should be a 3. I'm a big proponent of, I don't want a sequel just because I like a thing. I want there, like, I love Max Payne, another Remedy thing. Like, you can see right here, like, I straight up have the Max Payne, like, silhouette hanging up. And right above it, the Alan Wake, Cult of the Tree thing. I love Max Payne. I don't think there should have been a Max Payne 3. Like, it's a good game. Granted, it is by Rockstar, not... Conclusion happens in the DLC, we need a 3. True, but with Remedy doing their whole connected universe thing, the conclusion could very well be in Control 2, or, you know, whatever other game they make. Like, it kind of gives them the openness to do and put the conclusion to Alan Wake in something else. It would be weird, but Remedy ain't fucked me yet. Like, Remedy gets leeway to do weird, because Remedy ain't fucked me yet. They're not like these bitches here, Capcom, or Konami. Fuck Konami. Like, they ain't fucked me yet. You know? I am, though, very interested to where the Alan Wake story would go. Once again, not to, also, did you play it twice? Because Alan Wake 2 has a different ending on New Game Plus. And I don't want to discuss it. Okay, cool. So you're aware of how the final edit ended. I'm not going to go into detail, obviously, because I think that's one of those things where, like, you kind of want to do it yourself. But, like, where that story ends, I'm very interested to see how that would continue. But yeah, I'm a big proponent of, like, I want a sequel to something if there's a reason for it to have a sequel. Like, Max Payne 2 resolves the story of Max Payne. Like, the ending of Max Payne 2, like, ends the character growth. Like, it's the full arc of Max Payne. Max Payne 3 goes, we're going to ignore all that. We're going to ignore the last act of Max Payne 2. You know? Oh, Control's so much fun. Play Control. Like... and also, like, randomly you can get it for free in certain places. Like, I think every now and again it goes free on Epic, or it goes free on like Game Pass and shit like that. Like pick up Control, like it was one of the most creative games of that year, and I loved it. Which we still have to do Control. Control and Quantum Break are the only Remedy games we haven't played on the channel, so those have to get in here somewhere. But we did just do Alan Wake 2 not too long ago. I say that like it wasn't like December when we wrapped up Alan Wake. It's a year later. Got it in the DLC. Oh, 100% play it. It's so good. And the DLC for Control deals with that grumpy writer. But yeah, like, back to my original point though, this game had me in that same kind of mind space where I was constantly thinking about it. And they're very different animals, these games. But like, I love how I don't think I've ever played an investigatory game like this. And it was so cool. Like, I fucking loved this. I thought this was great. And I'm definitely going to pick up Scene Investigators. Ow, I just pinched myself. Definitely going to pick up Scene Investigators because I kind of want more of this. And I don't... This came out last year, so there's a possibility we might get more games like PainsCreek. But yeah, I highly recommend it, even though I did kind of just ruin it for everybody. Like, I don't think this is a game where you can... Which is a big problem with, like, puzzle games, too. I love those games, The Room. The Room games where you do you're trying to figure out a puzzle box. Those are, like, a fun game that, like, I love playing. And they're dirt cheap right now, too. Actually, 2 and 3 are, like... 1, 2, and 3 are all, like, $5. Ooh, the whole collection's, like, 20. I might have to fuck around to find out. But there are these puzzle games. The problem is once you solve it once, they're not something you can really do again. You already know the answer. You can't redo it. You know? Which is a shame. Like, you have to wait years upon years upon years to play them again until you've forgotten the answer. Which is a shame. But I'm starting to get hungry, and I feel like I'm looping around. I have no idea what we're playing next. I also only have 3 gigabytes worth of hard drive space left. I forgot to get rid of that. Thank you again for the raid, Truist, and I will give you another shout out here. If the thing works, it does. Hot diggity damn.
Something to do while she waited.
3 gigabytes, yeah.
Oh, I think I saw it. Yeah, there we go. Look at them shiny blue eyes. Hey, get down. Don't even think about it. Click. Yay, there's my third one. I haven't been able to work on shiny hunting very much between now and when I left.
God damn, it's been a while since I've seen Pokemon, because it took me a minute to realize that was Pokemon. I might have me a hot dog. I enjoy hot dogs. I might have myself a hot dog or a chicken patty sandwich. Could go either way. I won't know till I'm looking in my refrigerator. But as always, you can find me at any one of these places up here, or the easily clickable links right there in chat, or in the description below if you're watching in the future on the YouTube. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for lurking. I keep forgetting to do that one, but thank you. We will be back Tuesday, because once again, Sundays are still suspended currently, with more of some video game. Maybe not even a video game. We might just sit here and just talk, just rap. I don't know. Dress up that glizzy. Actually, it'll probably be very boring. It'll probably just be fucking ketchup or some shit. 'Cause I don't think we have much else in the house. I'd have to look. It's like usually I'd put cheese on it. But I like have 2 slices of cheese and I still have to make lunch for work tomorrow. And I'd rather have cheese on my ham sandwiches at work than I would on my hot dog tonight. Because I didn't buy enough cheese when I went to the grocery store last week. You know. There's cheese in them. Yeah, those are good. During the week, I mostly stick to what I can get away with microwaving. Because I can cook. But I also eat, dinner at 3 a.m. So I don't want to cook. But yeah, I'm getting out of here. I hope y'all have a lovely weekend. Is anybody I know on the interwebs? Oh, it says Katie's still on? I had my friend Katie's channel up because she was live. Okay, cool. I was about to say, she is up super late for her. She's usually a very, very early to bed kind of person. Yeah, I don't see anybody I know live right now. Okay. I hope you all have a lovely night. I will catch you all later. Enjoy your weekend. Don't melt because it's very fucking hot out. But, bye. And of course, when you move a statue, find a secret hallway, jump into a hole, you of course find giant fucking spiders. Great, I'm poisoned. That's great. Alright, we're gonna test something real quick. I don't know if it's in the game or not, but it is in the game. I'm so glad they kept that in there. Also, I would have felt like such an asshole for wasting all that ammo if it wasn't. Because I don't remember the inside of the clock tower ever being shown. Because I just had to clean all of this shit. And I'm not a fan.